Come on, y'all. Yeah. How do I know that everything is gonna be all right? Cause settle for less. Not doing that. Us, you, me, come on. You, me, us, we, yeah. You, me, us, we. You know how we, D. You, me, us, we. 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 Yeah, and you, me, us, we. All right. So, Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily. It's the daily go-get-mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it wins? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking all fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We talking about they be in jail, but you didn't tell on them tonight. They be in jail. Well, should I say, they're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. They're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. Tonight, we're going to talk about a bunch of like little misdemeanor crimes and really just what our allegiance and loyalty to certain people is that may have done some things that would otherwise result in some prison time, jail time. It would probably sentence them to incarceration, whether it would be years that they would be doing or whether it would just be a little bit of time, maybe some months, some weeks, some days. And you'd be surprised at some of the things that you may be guilty of that could have actually carried jail time. And these aren't things that we think about all the time because in all reality, we can only control what we do. And sometimes we don't understand the rules, especially when it's benefiting to us or, it is what it is. We live in this life. We are living this life. Here it is. Pretty Petty Tuesday all up in your area. The Daily Go-Getimism Show. I'm your host, 752, a.k.a. Omar with the... Feeling like a real man should. And I hope y'all feel like real men and women should as well. They're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. Some of these crimes can be pretty serious, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I think we probably all know somebody or know some people that have done some shit that we knew about and we just didn't tell them. Have you ever harbored a fugitive? You don't have to tell me. And your heart of heart, you've known. Have you ever harbored a fugitive? That's when somebody has done something punishable by law and you help them escape justice. Now, it could have been for a crime that you didn't agree that should carry jail time for them. Let's say, for example, they stole something a long time ago, hurt somebody a long time ago, sold something a long time ago, purchased something a long time ago. And you may feel like they've changed their life around now and they've gotten themselves back together. And they've gotten themselves together and you don't feel like what they did 10, 20 years ago should be punished now, especially since nobody got seriously hurt. You might feel that way. So somebody may have had a warrant for their arrest out back in the 90s when they were selling drugs or when they had bought drugs, or maybe they had a court date that they were supposed to have showed up for and they didn't. And those cases have been out there. Maybe they've passed the statute of limitations but it's hard. It's hard for the statute of limitations to pass for some crimes, especially when you've never acknowledged you're wrong. They have ways of extending those times to eventually bring you to justice. So let's say your husband or your spouse. It could be your husband or your wife. It's not like women don't do crimes out here. But let's say something like your husband owed money for child support. The statute of limitations for child support, them shits don't be going away. That shit is kind of crazy. Statute of limitations for child support don't go away. And let's say your child is grown now, but you missed payments back when they were in single digits, 7, 8, 9 years old. Now, maybe you still provided for your child, or maybe you were separated from your child. Maybe your baby mom, kept moving or prevent you from seeing your child. So y'all were estranged for years and years and years, but you owed that money because it was court ordered child support and you didn't pay up. Now your child is already 22 years old, 25 years old. And the state said, I don't give a fuck how old your child is. They had to grow up without the support of a parent, which is you. And we gonna come and get you. So maybe you the wife of a man that went through that and you don't feel like he should have to do time for that. Maybe you don't agree that not paying child support should carry jail time. Now, you may have felt differently when it was your child, but since it wasn't your child, and now you got this big, handsome, strapping, and irresponsible but responsible now man, you don't feel like he should have to go to jail. So you ain't going to the magistrate to tell on him. You ain't calling up family services to tell on him. However, at the same time, you might be using that against him. He might be scared that you're going to go and tell child support if he ever cheat on you, or if you don't go get some milk, butter, and bread. But like, listen, it's either going to be pizza night, it's either going to be date night, or you won't see a cookout this summer. What's it going to be? Do you want me? All right. But, real shit. You may not have agreed that your husband or your spouse should carry jail time or require jail time because they didn't pay the child support, or because they got caught with a few grams of coke, weed, bags of drugs back in the day, and you feel like they've cleaned up their lives and they're doing the right things now, and the law should consider that. So you've been harboring a fugitive. Here you are, holding hands with a fugitive, going to dinner and the movies with a fugitive, laying up Netflix and chill with a fugitive. You know that boy owed $3,000 in child support. And y'all are twisting the night away. It's just twisting the night. Hold on, let me let y'all see my hips. You know what I mean? You're twisting the night away. Just twisting the night away. Yeah. Here you are doing the wobble and doing the wobble in the bop. Yeah, here you are bopping. Bopping with that no good deadbeat dad of yours. Well, this shit happens. It happens. Harboring a fugitive, baby. Harboring a fugitive. There's some deadbeat moms out there too that should probably be behind bars. You ought to be behind bars. You ain't no kind of mother. Anyway, that's what we're talking about tonight. They're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. You hold the cards. Maybe not just you. Now, of course, this can go into more serious crimes. Let me put my drums away. This can go into more serious crimes where maybe somebody should have been locked up, and that may be agreed upon by a lot of people. Like that nasty ass, touchy-feely uncle of yours, or that cousin of yours. It's a cousin in every family. A cousin in every family that don't seem to understand that cousins are not for dating. Cousins ain't for kissing. Cousins ain't for... There's always a cousin in every family where they like, cuz, what's up with cuz? Families have ways of sweeping shit under the rug, acting like something wasn't that serious, pretending like it was all just a big misunderstanding, acting like it was just a phase that they were going through. Nasty ass cousin. Here it is. Your first cousin or your second cousin waiting for you at the end of the night. Like, yeah, all my cousins look good. Nasty ass cousin. Yo, man, ostracize cuz. Get cuz out of here. Cuz gotta go. What up? T Carry, right? Morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your sight. And my man Jeff Sprayberry is in the house. Stacy White is in the house. What up, Stacy? and Carla. So yeah, they would have been in jail, or they're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. They're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. Your nasty ass cousin, your disgusting ass uncle, that freaky ass autism having ass auntie of yours. You know them freaky ass autism having aunties. You know they just, come on, auntie. Stop letting that 5-year-old feel your titties. Come on, auntie. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. That's what we're talking about tonight on Daily Go Get 'Emism Show. So are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? I hope so. Hope everybody's feeling good today. Hope you had a good day. I hope you had a good day this pretty petty Tuesday. We are officially into the Wednesday, but you know, we represent the day before because we come on late at night. But it's all good. Do me one little favor, please, as y'all sashay on in here, as y'all do-si-do up in here, do-si-do, do-si-do. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Smash that thing. Hit that thing. Smash that thing. Hit that thing. I said hit that thing. Smash that thing. Like that thing. Get with that thing, yo. Put that shit right in motion. We gonna flow to this beat, yo. Just like an ocean, the potion that I'm giving you is not like poison. Everything is going to be all right. I know the boys, when they come on in, they going to play all night. And they going to get with the girls and everything is going to be right. Nah, I'm proud to be here. I'd like to see you. Yo, what's up with my dear? Yeah, I had to do a little time because I had to sell a little weight and did a little crime. But I got a little way and they looking for me today, but I got some bills to pay. Not only that, I got me a little suffrage. It's going to be all right. I got insurance coverage. Yeah, it's going to be good. But right here in front of the judge is where I stood. Got to pay a little restitution because I was tricking all night getting a little prostitution. And you think tricking is illegal? I don't think it should be like that and flying like an eagle. Pull out the eagle. I had to bust on it because he tried to take my chain. And I had to explain to the authorities. They ain't understand. So I had to lay down my man and left him there. And, okay. All right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So. You make me so. You make me so. You make me so. It's the Daily Go Get 'Emism Show, y'all. Hit the like button. We're going to have some fun tonight, but we're going to talk about some real shit. They're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. They're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. So all y'all fugitive, harboring ass, look, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's my nephew, and he a good child. And, you know, he just didn't have the same kind of opportunities that everybody had, but he is a good person, and I don't think he should be in jail doing mad years. So I'm not saying shit, and nobody better not be going to the cops telling the, nephew, don't be telling all your business. What you did in the past is what you did in the past. All that matters is now you done cleaned up your life and you doing good out here. You know what I mean? And you need to be out here on the streets for your child. You need to be out on the streets for your child. For your child, son. All right. So that's what it is. All right, man. I'm gonna go get my seat. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go got green cat. Yeah. All right, man. Daily Go Get 'Emism Show. All up in your area. All up in your area. They're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. How many people have you known? How many people have you known throughout your life that escaped justice because you and some other people who knew didn't say nothing? Hopefully, it was it was for a good cause that you didn't turn him or her in. Hopefully it wasn't for somebody who killed somebody, or you know what I mean. Like, I don't know if I can co-sign that. But you know how family is. Loving family gonna be like, well, they tried to kill him first. Like he shot him in the back. Like you can't run away from somebody and try to kill him at the same time. Anyway, what up, Lydia? Lydia, what's good? Just love, Lydia. What's good? Good to see you. Good to see you. Everything is all right. Everything good. Everything good. Let me get something out of the way right now. Right now, before it gets later on in the show, on this St. Patrick's Day, because that's what it was, the 17th of March. You know what I mean? The baby boy, Vaughn, was born. That's Queen Monica's a avid, loyal supporter of the movement of the Daily Go-Getimism show, Urban Therapy with Son movement. Her son was born, I think it was 1998, when he graced this life stage, 1998. So he's what, like mad old now. Anyway, you know, them 90s babies, you know, they approaching 30. You know, so he clearing a clean 28 years old. Happy birthday to you, Vaughn. You know, because you know when the birthday shout outs get started, I'll be like, oh yeah. So we might want to get it out of the way now. Queen Monica's son, Vaughn, happy birthday. Oh, cool. Juice says Poltergeist will be home soon. Don't worry. Yes. Carrie Zilla, what's good? We got 2 carries for the price of 1 out here. Good. Carrie Zilla says child support. How will someone get a job if locked up? And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't agree with child support being a punishable. We understand that they're trying to deter people from not, financially supporting their children, but by locking them up and then you still owe the money, I just don't see how that helps. There has to be a better way, like maybe a public flogging. Like, yo, you don't take care of your kids, man. We just going to, take you out here in the middle of the park in front of everybody and let everybody know you getting your ass whooped because you ain't take care of your child. Maybe we should have your child look at it. Like, yo, I ain't seen my dad since I was 4. And look, he getting his ass beat all for me. Will he pay now? Will he? Hold on, Dad. It's okay. I still love you, Dad. He out there getting publicly flogged. Flog that nigga. We gonna beat the deadbeat status out of him. Flog him. Let's see here. Let's see. Public flogging is the act of whipping or beating a person in a public setting, such as a town square, to inflict pain and public humiliation as a form of judicial punishment or deterrence. Used historically for discipline and still practiced in some countries, it serves to demonstrate authority and deter potential crimes. Hey, I think this is a good idea. A public flogging. Flog that nigga. Yeah, I said flog that nigga. Flog that nigga. Flog that nigga. Yo, beat that nigga, flog that nigga, he ain't paying child support, beat that nigga, flog that nigga, leapfrog that nigga, yo, we gonna beat the hog out that nigga, yo, you don't wanna take care of your child, you got beat in front of everybody, that's wild, yo, it was sort of like the lion to the hyena, that shit was crazy, and I mean motherfucker, I better pay up now, you better get a job, and you better show and prove how could you allow yourself to get beat, yo, this shit was crazy as a motherfucker. I took a seat and I was watching the shit, had to stand up, almost had to clap for it. Yeah, take care of your baby. That shit is real. No ifs, ands, or baby. Yeah, a public flogging this house going down. Everybody, yo, join in now. Yo, tap in. Watching the shit on the internet. Watch his ass get beat. All who are in favor of the alternative to unpaid child support, an alternative to prison time, public flogging. All who are in favor, please put up a yes, put a Y or a yes in the comments. Señorita Ramirez, a Señorita Ramirez, a Señorita Ramirez, a Señorita Ramirez. Public flogging. Who's with me? Who's with me? No more jail time for you deadbeat dads. Knots on your heads for deadbeat dads. Knots on the 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 heads for deadbeat dads. I think that'll work. Public flogging. You know what I mean? We passing all these old dumbass other laws and bills and shit. You know what I mean? Shit. Fuck the Epstein files. We start publicly flogging motherfuckers. Don't worry, Trump. We won't even be thinking about the Epstein files. Like, yo, fuck that. Give a fuck about that shit. Yo, Tyrone getting flogged tonight. You know he got like 8 kids and shit and 8 baby moms. Yo, he getting flogged tonight. We watching a flogging tonight. Yo, man, I just hope, you know what I mean? I don't want to see him bleed and shit, but you know what I mean? Shit, I was gonna rumble him myself. He used to bully me back in 7th grade. Ty getting, they gonna have protesters out there and everything. Some people say this shit is unconstitutional. How can it be? It's English common law, baby. Public flogging. Alternative to jail time. I mean, he got other cases, but at least he won't be going to jail for that. All right. My man Ed from Detroit is in the house. My man Ed from Detroit is in the house. Oh, that's what's up. Nate said, new here, just like and subscribe. Can you please ban me? Man, you got it. You got it, sir. Hey, let me know if you've paid your child support lately. And I can sign you up for a public flogging too. Yeah. All righty. Andre says, sup, Gramps? What up, youngin'? Andre said, fuck child support. Yo, and trust me, child support be like, fuck you too. But when they say fuck you, they ain't playing. But we may be able to, get a petition to push for public flogging instead of all that unnecessary jail time. So, if y'all look at the poll question, we take a look at a few crimes that you may or may not believe should carry jail time. So you get a chance to vote. And please give me your vote. Please drop a vote, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, however you want to do. Connect the way you want to connect. You know what I mean? This is a construct that we can all be a part of. We can make it. We can get real out here. We can get real out of here. Okay. We get real over here. Hunger Game shit. I mean, look, I don't, we ain't gotta make it. Listen, Americans love blood and gore. They try to act like they not savages, but they are. We're very savage-like. Very, very savage-like. And this could quench our thirst for violence / justice. Like, we ain't gotta, these fathers they're not gonna have the shit beat out of them. But but the public humiliation alone should at least, compel you to go work at Home Depot or Lowe's or, somewhere. Just make sure you pay that support, man. At least make enough to get a lawyer. Do something. Damn, Carrie Zilla said public vasectomy. Slow down. Slow down. Sheesh. I knew we would go too far, but I didn't know we would do it so soon. All right. They're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. Walk of shame. I agree. There's not enough shame. We're losing our ability to be shameful in this country. It's starting to concern me. Yo, you ain't never done lied, Brad. Brad Bryant, he said, we ain't got no business in Persia. You ain't never done lied, especially who we in Persia for. Get the fuck out of Persia. Leave Persia alone. And the motherfuckers that you went to Persia for, wink, wink. Yeah. Don't nobody want to go to war for Israel. I'm sorry. Don't nobody want to go to jail. Yeah, right. But nobody wants to go to war for Israel. Nobody. Don't nobody like them motherfuckers. They are bad. They are bad. Israel, bad. Bad. Like, Palestine might not be good, but there's no denying that Israel is bad. And I mean by a high percentage, too. Oh. What we got now? Make it fucking that. Oh. Yeah. And let the church say, hey, yo.
Yeah.
There you go. Don't stutter step. Yeah. What up?
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, yeah. Yo, yeah.
What's going on? What's going on, brother Troy?
Hey, nothing much, brother. Stuck to the 7525% informally, or still must be dibbling dabbling. You know,
the truth don't change.
The truth is always going to be the truth.
Facts change, but truth don't.
Oh, then I just wonder, why don't we put boots on child support people? Put boots on their car, or that new thing that they put on their window.
Well, a funny thing is that they do suspend your license when you owe child support.
Oh shit!
They do that.
That's not enough because people still gonna drive their car.
Exactly, it's not enough. Public flogging. I'm telling you, motherfuckers start getting beat in public.
So how would they pick the people to do the flogging of the flogger?
Now people gonna do it. You ain't gonna have no problem. If they got people to pull a switch for electric chair or administer the needle for lethal injection, you think motherfuckers gonna have a problem? You know what I mean? Taking
they don't have a lottery for it though. Like,
listen, they say that you can't inflict cruel and unusual punishment, but the key words are cruel and unusual. It might be unusual, but I mean, you know, it can be a certain degree. I mean, jail itself is cruel and unusual, but that sure did pass the legality test. I think public flogging could do it. They used to do it. They just stopped.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this would save taxpayers money too. So instead of having to feed an inmate, educate an inmate, reform an inmate using up electricity, heat, and how, you know, all types of red tape and all of that. Nah. What we did is we took that motherfucker up and out in Malcolm X Park. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had people to tie his ass to a tree.
Why you switching up from MLK Park? Because it's nonviolent.
No, because I don't know where MLK Park is, but I know where Malcolm X Park is. So, you know, we took him out there to Malcolm X Park, and you know, and he got flogged. Now we could do it. It would be cruel and unusual. Tell you what, we going if the motherfucker's hairy, he gonna get a public waxing. Ah!
Yeah.
Ah! Like motherfucker, now you shaved and reformed.
Pay your damn child support, you bastard.
When your hair grow back and we find out you ain't start paying again, you get re-waxed. And this time,
you know one thing,
we gonna pull the hairs out one by one.
There's certain people that you don't have to snitch on. Drill rappers, you don't have to snitch on.
I'm just saying.
You don't have to send them to jail. They tell them themselves.
But it's interesting that you bring up drill rappers, because drill rappers, they don't tell on each other. You're right, they do tell on themselves. But a lot of them, you know, I mean, look at what happens for them to go to jail. So anytime that they're on the street is because some homies or some people who may have been afraid to tell didn't tell. So, you know, it isn't just people who have committed petty crimes or you know, minor misdemeanors that are walking the street because nobody is saying anything or nobody is turning them in. Drill rappers, they're a problem. That's why I'm like, murder. It's hard to justify. It's hard to justify harboring a fugitive who has committed murder, because you can actually wind up going to jail yourself for that shit. A 2-for-1 jail prison special ain't what you want to order.
Yeah.
You don't want none of that. You don't know that. You don't know that.
You could be 3-for-1 because mom and dad could know.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But that's what we're talking about tonight. Now, Brother Troy, have you ever known that somebody did something that they wasn't supposed to do, and you didn't tell on them because you didn't feel like it was either your business or you didn't really feel like what they were doing was wrong?
I got a cataract problem.
You ain't see shit, right? Okay, all right. I get it. I totally get it.
My cataract be bothered.
No, on some real shit. On some real shit, somebody that I knew, somebody that I was very close to, had married a man who had back child support that he was literally, he went to jail for child support, and then he was on the run from late child support or missing child support payments. So it was like, he did time for child support of all fucking crimes. And then he was on the run for child support.
Right.
But she loved the man. And, you know, I mean, I'm looking at it like, yeah, I'm not going to turn the motherfucker in for no child support. You know what I mean? He wasn't even running from his kids, but he got to run from the law? Well,
my thing about it is that my job is to make sure that the police do their job.
I understand that job.
And because my thing is, why should I have to make sure that people keep jobs? So if I tell you who did the crime, your job is easy.
No, you're actually taking away from them. You're not providing job security.
Right, there you go. And it doesn't make for good TV shows neither.
He almost got away with it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If it wasn't for the dastardly kids.
those meddling kids, boy.
You know what I mean?
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling kids. The business minding ass kids. Fuck the mystery machine. Nah, but I mean, really.
But let me, on the real, it depends on what the crime is.
Of course it does.
It depends on what the crime is. I'm, you know, I don't have nothing to do with somebody else's child support. That has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Now, abusing a child, that has something to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Putting your hands on a child or being a molester, you know, to children and, you know, eating up on females, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even family members. If I've seen a family member do that, other than me jumping into it, I think it would be my duty to make that call. You know what I mean? So I mean, certain things bring on certain measures. You know what I mean?
We all know people who sold drugs.
Yes, that has nothing. They street pharmaceuticals.
I'm just saying. We all know people who sold drugs, and we all know people who sold drugs and had open cases.
Oh yeah.
It is what it is. We could have been the person that put them away. And most of us we failed to do that. Like, I'm not the fuck out of here. He got caught with 15 grams. No. I'm sorry. Skeet ain't going to jail again for that. Not for that. Now,
but the thing about
when he shot Tony,
the cops know the people that are selling the drugs more than what we know.
Yeah.
So I mean, why would you bring me to the forefront and say, do you know that so and so? No, you know. That's why you asking me. No, don't. You're not asking me. Now I know some of your cop buddies is taking handouts from me, Sergeant Johnson.
They taking on the spot donations.
Yeah, with a lodge.
Yeah, look, you give look. I'm collecting for the FOP right now. Cash money. Cash money.
I'm collecting money for the defunct police athletic league. We're trying to rebuild. Start with my kids. So I won't have to pay child support.
Pow.
Use my money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, hey. You know. So let me ask you a question. You got a son, and your son killed somebody. And you know that he did it.
Mm-hmm.
You turn him in?
No. I hate to say it, but I'm not. I'm not doing that. Now, I can't defend murder, but murder is a legal term. Hopefully, if my son ever had to kill somebody, it was in the commission. It was a self-defense type of thing. Hopefully, Now, and not everybody kids can say that. But hopefully, if it was my son, he wouldn't have put himself in a position where he maliciously and deliberately, killed somebody. Hopefully, And if he did, that was his mom's side who did that shit. It was his mother's side that compelled to do. You know what I mean? That bitch would kill anybody. Damn near murdered me. But
support.
but yeah, what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna hide him in my basement. I'm not gonna send him down south to chill with my, to hide in the basement or work for one of my family members. I'm not gonna allow him to get any of us in trouble. But I'm not going down in no precinct or making no calls and turning my boy in. That's not going to happen. Well, he'll be on a run. He'll be on a run on his own.
Well, but they're going to be getting... Not, like me personally, I might let, like, somebody asked me, right? It was like, if your mom had murdered somebody, would you turn her in? I said, no, I would hide my mom in the basement. And I would continuously look at the news. Because at some point in time, they're going to give a reward. And I just want to make sure that everything is taken care of and make sure don't nobody come to my house because I don't want nobody trying to find my mom for this reward.
Well, the thing is, you're going to do mad years.
Hear me out for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's at $15,000, I'm going to tell my mom, you're safe. When it's at $50,000, I damn sure don't have to worry about nobody turning my mom in at $50,000. But $150,000, she brought me up to be an honest individual. Maybe you knew you was wrong. You told me murder was one of the commandments not to do, Mom.
That was the case that they gave her.
Yes. I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to have money on your book. Yeah, you got diabetes. Anyway, you're going to get free medical care and everything. We good people. I'm going to look out for you.
No, but seriously.
No, I don't, like you said, I wouldn't bring them in, but I'm not going to turn them in.
I mean, as simple as that. I mean, now it's going to be a hard situation because, they're going to be monitoring your phone calls and all of that shit to see if they called you or if you got in touch with them because they will lock you up for any involvement that you may have in not turning in, somebody who kills. I mean, when you think about people who killed like a police officer, you know how that go. They be looking for, they'll lock up everybody associated with them in order to get the person that they was looking for. Like, oh, you don't want to tell on them? I remember that boy's cousin who drove him to the train station or some shit like that.
To the bus station.
Yeah, to the bus station. He did crazy years.
The one that killed the cop down there in North Philly, right?
At the Dunkin' Donuts.
Up there in West Oak Lane. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm. So it don't pay.
What was you? It was early in the morning at Dunkin' Donuts. You wasn't getting no real coin. What's the reason behind it?
Look, shit happens. I mean, we weren't there. You know what I mean? But the bottom line is harboring a fugitive ain't sweet like people may think it is. Your loyalty can wind up taking you off of the streets for years, decades and shit. And that ain't what you want to do. But let's tone it down a little bit. We ain't got to go to no murdering cops or anybody or whatever.
It's certain things that, it don't have to be it won't have to be the first 48 with me. It'll be the first 15 minutes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing no crime. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is no BS and no joking. If I'm walking down the street and you see me walking down the street and I'm going the same route you going, and you know you dirty, and you say, "Yo, true, I'm going ready to go down the way. You let me drop you off," and I get in your car, right? If you get pulled over and you got weight in the back of your car along with a hammer, and they take us in, it's up to you to tell them people he has nothing to do with this stuff. Because if you don't, I'm getting ready to drop a mixtape in 25 minutes.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, you're not going to get
now
back.
Hold up. But if you told me that you had this stuff in the car, then I bought that on myself. But it's still up to you to tell them that. I'm not going to drop no bars or nothing because I was in the car with you. But if we tight like that, you'd be like, no, he ain't had nothing to do with that. That's me.
Well, it probably would be more beneficial for you not to know because they can't prosecute you on what you didn't know. Look, I was riding with my cousin. I didn't know that he had guns or contraband in the car. Now, you know, you can't honestly say that you didn't know because you did know, then you're liable. So yeah,
right?
No, don't tell me nothing about the guns in the car. Look, you was just giving me a ride to Family Dollar in the laundromat, right?
There you go.
You know, so like there are plenty of times when I don't want to know or whatever. But bottom line is, sometimes there are people that we know that could be punished by jail time, and we don't always speak up about it. Sometimes it's bad. A lot of times it's like neutral to us. Like, no, I'm not turning in my people over that shit. Like, let's look at the poll question. We up to 39 votes. Let's take a look. Which of these crimes do you disagree should carry jail time? 49%, overwhelming majority said child support. So 49% of 39 people do not think that child support should be punishable by jail time. I agree. I don't see how that's helping. It doesn't make sense to me. All right, 21% said traffic tickets and license issues. You know, in some states, if you're caught driving without a valid driver's license, you go to jail for that shit. Like, I mean, that sounds ridiculous to me. You know, I mean, they already tax the shit out of you with the fees and you know what I mean, you know, all that kind of stuff. Okay, 22% says solicitation of prostitution. 22% of people do not believe that tricking should be punishable by jail time. I'm one of those people who don't think so either. Like,
you one of those people that what?
I don't think that you should. Listen, you want to sell, if a woman want to sell her pussy, she should be able to do it. Because it's the world's oldest profession.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, of course, it could be a health issue and all that kind of shit, but, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They gonna try to take my man off the streets for trying to sell sneakers. You mean to tell me he can't sell sneakers, his own shit?
Mm-hmm.
I disagree. I totally disagree. You know, but I can sell them on eBay or Marketplace or OfferUp or whatever. Like, cause of who?
Yeah, well, maybe this shit. I don't know, man.
Okay, so all right, and the last one, 14% said running a speakeasy. Like, how is running a speakeasy detrimental to the community? Who is being hurt?
But the community ain't making money off of it, and the state not making money off of it. So that, of course, they're gonna say, you know, that's a crime.
That's not even a public crime. Speakeasy is in your crib. That's a private crime. Talking about I can't sell liquor. but I can give it away for free. Fuck you. They also sell food at the speakeasy too. People be forgetting about that shit. You know what I mean? You get a nice pot of, a little plate of greens and some fried chicken. You know what I mean? Normally pork products are sold in the speakeasy. Normally. You know what I mean? Some of the liquor got pork in it. Like that corn also got hog in it. But anyway, my brother Tom is in the house. What's good? And also,
what's going on, Tom? What's up, Carla? What's going on, T. Carey? You know what I mean? Jeff? Long time no see.
So yeah.
Miss Ramirez. Do one more time. Do the Ramirez dance, son.
Oh God. Señorita Ramirez, Señorita Ramirez, Señorita Ramirez, Señorita Ramirez, Señorita Ramirez.
Señorita Ramirez. The chica.
La chica. Bonita mujer. But anyway.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, what would you get somebody locked up for?
There ain't much. But like, I don't like police. I don't like them. So to me, they're the enemy. And I mean like 100%, well, okay, maybe not 100% of the time, but in the 90s for sure. They definitely get in the A. So there's certain things that I would get somebody locked up for, but they probably wouldn't go to jail healthy, like, sexual crimes and definitely anything involving minors. Like, we're not having that, because although, like, child molestation, sexual assault, and all that kind of stuff, you are fucking up a person's mental and emotional state for the foreseeable future. So I think that jail is a good place for you, but only in a very, very violent setting. But I don't want you to go to jail in good shape. So you need to get fucked up really bad, then told on. If I'm going to tell. But that's
fucked up really, really great.
I'm just saying, like, there aren't too many things that would make me call the cops on somebody. Now, would I call the cops to help somebody else? Yes. But they've never helped me. Like, times my house has been robbed, and throughout the years, going all the way back to where my mom was living, they never did shit about that. They never did any type of real investigative work. They never, they're tools at their disposal that they could have used, and they never did. So my faith in law enforcement has always been. And then I went to school for the shit, and that really lowered my faith. Like, I knew these bastards wasn't shit, but it's worse.
Well, you do have a good story of why you really don't trust cops, because didn't you rob by them one time?
No, that was a fireman. Fuck them too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck firemen too. Everybody out. Nobody in my family can be a cop or a fireman. I don't give a fuck.
Can't come to the dinner or the barbecue.
I mean, if you think I'm joking, my cousin, my baby cousin, talking about she was going to the academy. I was like, listen, cuz, it was nice being cousins with you, but we will not be cousins after that. You got to leave that academy. She thought I was playing. But then God stepped in and took her out of the academy, and she never applied again.
Yeah. And I was trying to be a correction officer, and I'm so glad that they're gonna ask me a question on the PDQ book. Have I ever been around somebody that sold drugs? And I'm like, who hasn't been around nobody that sold drugs?
I know, right?
You know, and they're going to tell me answer the questions correctly, and it should be a problem. I answered the questions correctly, and it became a problem. Good thing that I wound up getting hired by the Marriott Hotel as a cook and then became a chef, because, you know, I would have been trying to fight to become a damn police, fucking correction officer. And I really didn't want to have to do that.
Well, I don't have anything against. See, to me, correctional officers are not law enforcement. They think they are, but they're not. You know what I mean? They gatekeepers, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're literally gatekeepers. I mean, literally. But they're not law enforcement. They don't go to court. They transport people to court, but they don't prosecute or are involved in the in cases. They don't take the stand for anybody. They it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't mad at correctional officers, but I have something against people who own private prisons and all that. But I ain't trying to go there. Bottom line is, they're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. We all have people in our families or in our lives, classmates, friends, neighbors, club members or whatever, that have done some shit that we are fully aware of, that we just may not be divulging because...
Yeah, I mean, it takes me out because cops will want you to tell them what's going on and what happened to a crime, but they won't even tell on each other when they commit the crimes. Oh. It's right there. They right there in front of you. Y'all cover up for each other.
Yeah. Look, man, you know, clubs are going to form. Alliances are going to form. People are going to look out for their own until you know, palms start getting greased and shit like that, or consequences start to happen. Ethan in the chat says correctional officers are actually worse than cops. No, the fuck they not. But I understand if you ever went to jail, of course you were going to feel that way. But you got to think about the process that got you there. I mean, I don't expect inmates to understand this, but the correctional officers got to go to jail every day, just like you. The difference is you have to stay and they have to, and they get to come home, but they with you most of the time. They be doing OT and all of that shit. And that's a depressing ass job. That shit ain't sweet. When you first start out as a correctional officer, you ain't making no real money. And you dealing with these criminals, they don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's a tough situation. But like I always say, black man, you got one job. Stay the fuck out of jail. I don't care how you got to do it. But you are useless to your community, to your family, to your kids, to your woman, to your to everybody. You are useless. You are a liability. You need money put on your books. People got to come visit you. You can't protect nobody. You can't effectively teach nobody. You're setting a bad example. You are the example of a bad example. Motherfuckers trying to clean up your shit. Nah, I mean, you know, a lot of our best soldiers, a lot of our best kings are in jail. No, the fuck they ain't. Stop saying that bullshit. Your best kings are out here on the streets, untapped. Because you concentrating on the motherfuckers that did shit to get caught. And I don't expect your ignorant ass to understand that or see it that way. That's okay. That's what ignorance is all about. Misunderstanding. Lack of understanding. But you got one job, black man. Stay your ass the fuck out of jail. I don't care whether you gotta run, jump, swim, fly, dig a hole. You stay out of jail. So you don't have to be totally clean, but you keep yourself clean enough to stay out of the legal system, because it ain't gonna do nothing but take all your money and steal all your time. That's what it does. That's what it's designed for.
Mm-hmm.
And your silly ass probably still don't listen because you're hard-headed as fuck. And then you got these dickheads out here, praising jail. Like, oh man, when we was up Camp Hill, man, we was having fun. And yeah, but it wasn't like when we was at Dallas. I be listening. I'm like, these motherfuckers talking about jail like they was in the Sunny Hill League. The fuck is you talking about? Man, that shit makes me so fucking mad. It really does.
What block put you on? Yes, all South Philly and North Philly, boy. We had that. All Philadelphia had that shit on lock.
They really be talking about that like you really. That's what we was talking about. Well, we just did a show about that shit. Was it it wasn't last night, was it? No. Sunday. I'm like, that ain't it, man. That ain't it. That ain't it. I don't want to hear about your jail stories. I don't want to hear about your survival story. I want to hear that shit. I'm glad you made it home. But I don't want to hear about that bum ass, nut ass shit. I don't want to hear it.
I know one thing. I want to give a shout out to Carrie Zell's daughter. She's in the National Guard. Considering the times we in, blessings and prayers go out to your daughter. Hopefully she doesn't have to be part of this situation that's going on, but I digress. I just wanted to say that.
Well, she said there's some good cops, and I'm sure they are, but they are far away from me.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is that there's some good humans too. But hey, a whole bunch of them can make a whole bunch of them look bad. You can't have no bad apple cops. Certain things, you got one bad grape, they can make all the grapes taste bad.
It happens.
It happens, yeah. You got one bad apple, that tree might can fuck up all them apples on that tree. You know what I mean? So you just gotta. Certain things can't be bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a chef for a living. Shit, if you got one bad cook in that kitchen, it can throw the time off on that whole line of cooks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, certain things can't be bad. But my thing about turning people in is that's not. If everybody, it sounds good. It's a beautiful thing to say it's good to turn people in. But it's also good to make cops become good cops. Do your due diligence. Do your job.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
My man, Ninth Gate Stories. That's my man, Jason Slow. That's my man, Jay Sloan. No, he got something good going on. Matter of fact,
that's another one of the things.
Well, no, you should go by his channel and check him out. Subscribe to his channel. He's doing some shit over there. Definitely, everybody go check out my man, 9th Street Gate Stories. Or is it? Wait, I'm saying 9th Street is 9th Gate Stories. Yeah, go check him out. He's doing some shit. So. Anyway, but he said I always crack the fuck up when I hear cats talking about prison like they recounting summer camp experiences. I'm not cracking the fuck up because it's actually funny, but it's so nutty it makes me laugh, and it does. Man, I know these podcasts. Like it's like people out here really want to hear this jail shit. I'm like, who and why? But think about it. Certain jail shows have been hits. Oz, The Orange is the New Black. shit.
The Wire.
The Wire wasn't a jail. That wasn't a jail.
It wasn't a jail show, but they glamorized that shit.
I don't know if they glamorized it, but The Wire just wasn't a jail. It was definitely about the streets, not the jails. But back in the day, something about Cell Block H. That was the English joint. That's do you remember that show? Women in Cell Block H.
Jeff said Prison Break, TV show.
Prison Break. Yeah, I mean, for some reason, prison stories, that shit intrigues people. But I'm like, you can find out. It's one of the easiest professions to get into. You can find out all about jail, easy as shit. All you gotta do is go out there and steal something real quick and wait. But anyway, they're not in jail because you didn't tell on them. Cousins, siblings, parents. So, I mean, some of us have had parents that have been on the run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The thing is, you worry about them getting caught because everybody is not gonna stay silent about what they've done if they know about it. And the other thing is, when it's a warrant on your head, you having a legal photo ID is a liability for you. It's not a good look. You know what I mean? That ID, like, So having a license, having a driver's license or state issued ID might not be the best idea for you. It just might not be the best idea.
The idea?
That might not be the best idea.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like glamorizing prison is almost it takes me out when people get shot and you go on YouTube after they get shot, they wake up and they play the song, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'll be like, what?
If your church going grandmom didn't tell on you, I don't think anybody else should either.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Carrie Zilla said, why would you tell on your family member? But the thing is, like, if my family member is doing anything inappropriate with children or sexuality, well, there's going to be a problem with that.
Yeah.
Listen,
you just going to call me D from off of what's happening. Ooh, I'm telling mama.
Look,
when it comes to that, because we don't play with that, bro.
Look, man. There have been times, kissing and grinding back in the day, and you might have been all the way past the bra, finger popping, and all of that shit. And she put the brakes on that shit, and you just had to honor that. Yeah, you might have still kissed and groped and all of that shit, but you made sure that you honored that no or that wait or that, you know what I mean? Like, and I figure if I can honor that no, if no means no for me, it means no for everybody else. I mean, it is what it is. Like, don't nobody dick get harder than mine, especially back then. It's very demoralizing. You remember that shit? You going home, dick still hard all the way home and shit. You get on the phone when you get home from the girl crib or whatever, and she on the phone telling you, "Dag, I should have did it." Like, bitch,
You on your way home and you feel like you just got kicked in the sack because you got blue balls.
I'm just, and you know, there wasn't no cell phones back then. You know what I'm saying? You was all the way home. She on the phone, somebody, Dad, it was feeling good. I should have did it, but I was, you know, I just want to wait because I'm scared. I'm like, I wish you would have did it too. But if I can accept it, then the next man can accept it too. You know what I mean? Little patience never killed nobody. Never killed nobody.
Jesus said, honor at no means no charge.
Hey, nobody wins in that situation. It ain't a good look. Now, honestly, I've been in some situations where, you know, chicks was playing around with some, you know, they playing some dangerous games. But it's still best to steer clear of those situations. You know, because unfortunately, I've known some situations where people close to me have gotten jammed up on some nut shit. And we ain't gotta do that. We ain't gotta do that. Explaining your way out of that is never a good thing. Yeah. Never, ever, ever. So let's all play nice and stay clean. But yeah, man, you know, you know, whether you know somebody who sold drugs, know somebody who carries a gun, you know somebody who uses drugs, know somebody who, you know what I failed to know? As many people as I knew, you know, grew homegrown weed, but I ain't never know nobody with the whole hydro lamp, you know, greenhouse in their crib. But I know I considered it at one time.
I ain't gonna even lie. Even my honest Joe ass thought about it.
Listen, it's a victimless crime. It's a victimless crime.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, if you could spare the electricity, because those hydroponic lamps, they take up a lot of electricity. You know, your electric bill gonna be high as shit.
Yeah, so you better be coming up with new strands to make some new money.
High-powered blueberry.
High-powered blueberry.
Blueberry wine. I mean, blueberry weed. I used to always think like, okay, so you got blueberry weed. It still smell like weed.
If I was to smoke weed, it would have to be like fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard green weed.
Well, then they should come up with a strain for that. Yeah. And I don't see why they haven't. Somebody need to get a move on with that.
You know, soul food weed.
Tom said
you can feed yourself while you smoking it.
Tom said, I plead the fifth.
Come on, Chef Tom. Hey, yo, boy, I ain't even got to get nothing to eat, boy. I got this soul food weed, boy. I got mac and cheese couch.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. It has been my life's dream to get some kind of drug money before I leave this earth. I mean, I don't want to be involved in the drug trade per se, but I want some drug money. I figure too many people have got drug money and I ain't getting none.
Every time I feel a trial or tribulation financially hit me, and we know it hit me. So I always say, damn, I should have gotten the drug game.
Nah.
Then I think about it, I say, I would have been dead or in jail. I know it happened.
Yeah.
But I just would like to have that feeling like Biz had when he said, damn, it feels good to see people up on it, the vapors.
That's right, Ninth Gate. Some kind of drug money. It's like taxes. You feel like you paid so much in. When are you going to get? When are you going to see the fruits of your labor? You know what I mean? You know how many? Yeah, I have indirectly and directly given so much to the drug industry, and I just think I need to receive something back. I mean, at least a lifetime achievement award, something.
Reparations, right?
Look, like a Hall of Fame award, inductee ceremony, something. Give me something. You know? Like you know what I mean? Beside like maybe like instead of a drug bust where you get arrested, like they could make a bust of me, like a statue. Like this man contributed to the drug industry cleanly for years, ever since he was a kid. Never snitched, always stayed true, solid, sturdy. Huh? Give me a gold watch. Gold watch.
Jason, man.
Tom said, son of Troy. I wasn't, wait. He said, I wasn't a fool. I was a hustler. I had two or three jobs, but I also had a pharmacy job that these brothers out here needed some Bob Marley. That's when the brothers used to smoke easy wider papers. Hell yeah. And you know why they smoke easy wider? Because they said top paper had pork in it. That was that. That's
the top paper had pork in it.
They said top paper had pork in it, and that's why they switched to easy wider.
JC will say, me, you, and Troy can start selling now. In our mid-50s, we get caught. We should definitely be able to plead insanity.
I like it. I mean, because we can put our years of experience into this thing. You know what I mean? Like, they say that the drug game is not a game for late bloomers, but maybe they're wrong.
Yeah.
Just like the old hip hoppers are the good hip hoppers. Huh? Yeah. But hip hop is seen as a game, as a music choice for the youth, right? Maybe the youth aren't the ones that should be handling it. Huh? Return of the boom back.
Mary J. Blige had a song, and I think I heard the song. You know, I always heard the song a different way. When she said, "All I really want is to be happy. Sell some drugs, that's mine. It will be so sweet." You know, I always thought it said that.
It was like whatever she said.
Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm. It was.
I mean, she was on drugs at the time.
Yeah, who knows what she was talking about? She wanted a good strain to sell.
Yeah, but she was always, you know, she was a guilty drug user.
You know, the thing about it is that where you think that crazy ass dance comes from? You thought she just was playing with it? No, she was high.
Listen, that dance is the greatest thing. That shit is the greatest thing since all them high flying dancers back in the 40s, I think like in the 30s or 40s. Oh, this is with Carrie Zilla and her super sticker. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Carrie. I appreciate me some you. That's what's up. But yeah. Then not in jail because you didn't tell on them. Not because they didn't do nothing. But there's just some of these there's just some crimes that we don't accept as being crimes. And you know, it is what it is. The law sees it one way, the community sees it another way. Somewhere we should be able to come to an understanding. So we can say free certain people before they ever get locked up. You know? So
Yeah.
but
Well, I was reading the Bible the other day, and in the Bible it said, "Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it."
That was in the book of Hustleations.
No, it's in the book of Beretta.
I thought for sure that was in the book of Hustleations.
For sure.
I thought for sure that was in the book of Hustleations.
For sure.
In the book of Hustleations.
Hustleations, yeah, that's the book of Hustleation, it does say. I think that's where they got that from.
Let me ask you this.
They're right after Genesis.
Let me ask you and hold on. Let me ask you and everybody else this. What's the one person that you know? Think about all the people that you know that have been in and out of jail or whatever. Who has been to jail more times than anybody else that you know?
Well, listen. I can tell you one person, man. My niece's father. My niece's father been to jail so many times. This one time, I told my niece, I honestly think your dad got a boyfriend in prison.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's no way that after the third time, first time you get locked up, you're like, I can get away with it the second time. The second time you get locked up, you be like, one more time, let me try this. Third time, you be like, okay, I'm going to rehab myself to this shit. Now, when you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all these times, no, you like man booty.
No,
you like man booty.
He like man pussy.
There you go. That too.
Yeah.
There you go.
He like man pussy.
There's no way that something has to trigger. I can't fathom being around a bunch of men or being in a cell with a man that I gotta smell their shit or smell their sweat. You know what I mean? I can't fathom that. You know what I mean? If you keep doing the same crime over and over, well, maybe you need to get a job, motherfucker.
I got a cousin. My cousin was destined for jail at a young age. Listen, man. Shit. If I'm not mistaken, if he's home right now, this might be the longest time that he's been home in a long time. Like he's been locked up. First of all, he had a drug problem, and he just couldn't stay on the street. Locked up all the time, all the fucking time. And I knew that he was going to, be getting locked up when we was young, because I used to go up to Milwaukee. I didn't know what BMX bikes were until him.
You didn't know what was?
BMX bikes.
Oh, okay.
And with the mag wheels, I didn't know what that. Yeah. I had never seen bikes like that. He had a new one every like twice a week. And I used to be like, where the fuck is he getting these bikes? He lying, talking about something he traded in a bike. He trades bikes or whatever. And the fucked up part about it was he was an expert rider. Competitions and all of that. Like, he was spectacular he was like that. All that bunny hopping, all those tricks and all that kind of shit. He was that dude. But he couldn't stop stealing. I mean, he used to be coming around with a new bike all the time because he would go out in the burbs. Them white boys would had their bikes out. He would steal them. Simple as that. He was fast as shit. So if they tried to catch him on the bike, they wasn't gonna catch him. But he is hardly ever home. So I'm like, yeah, cuz must have a boyfriend in jail. Got to. Always locked up. He ain't been home. And it's always like petty crimes. You know what I mean? But he's such a repeat offender. Like, he ain't never, all of his crimes are either involving drugs, not on the selling side, but always on the using side, and and theft. Robbed his mom. My aunt had a whole restaurant. She when he's home, he works in the restaurant, she employs him. What does he do? Go in that register and clean his mom out. I was like, man, this sad state of affairs is not even, shit is nasty. Shit is,
yeah, I had my oldest son, and I'm glad he doing a lot better for himself. But from 2010 until 2022, he was in and out of jail. And then you say to me, you ain't never do nothing for me, Dad. Well, I couldn't have done nothing for you. You kept doing for yourself. You're so fucked up. You know, I had to explain to him. He said, Dad, when I came home, why you didn't have a lot of money for me and stuff like that? And I said to him, what? I said, yo, hold up. You didn't graduate from Penn State. You was in a state pen.
mm.
He was like, that don't sound right. Well, think about what I said. Did you graduate with a degree? A piece of paper? Get a CDL. We can celebrate all you want to. But I'm not rewarding you for coming home from prison. You did the crime to get locked up.
Man.
No, we're not doing that. We don't celebrate that. But our culture, you know. So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, shit. Like I told you, my niece fucking God, boy, God damn, they need to name a prison after him. He's been locked up so many times, and I don't understand how he come home.
Home ain't where the heart is for certain cats, man. They just
These are motherfuckers you don't have to snitch on, or you don't have to tell them who's doing it. The cops already know. As soon as the crime is committed, they come right to that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's messed up. Always in jail. Like, I mean, so certain cats are so indoctrinated into that shit that it's harder for them to stay on the streets because they can't handle freedom. They can only handle incarceration, like somebody having total control over their movement. They do better with that. That's crazy. I mean, think about it. Isn't that what a job kind of tries to do? You know what I mean? Like, you can get a part of that. But
yeah,
it is what it is. Wasted talent, man. Wasted talent. Time says, son, you had to have a Huffy bicycle before BMX bicycle because I had the lights, camera, and action on my Huffy, and I had a Huffy. Yeah. So I knew about Huffies. Of course, we knew about that. But when he was coming,
the BMX bikes is a lot different, bro.
Man, he was coming through. These were some elaborate bikes. We talk about 1981, man. We talking about 1981 when Pac-Man and Space Invaders just came out.
Damn.
Yeah, that summer.
Damn.
That summer. You know, the video game Defender, the pinball game. What was the pinball game? Flash Gordon.
And Pitfall.
That wasn't out yet.
Pitfall wasn't out yet?
Pitfall came out. No, Pitfall came out like 82. And 81 was the introduction to the video game movement. Pac-Man and Space Invaders. Motherfuckers was hooked. So, you know,
I
but
used
yeah.
to love, I ain't trying to get off subject. I used to love fucking damn games until they got so intricate. I'm not supposed to be doing algebra while I'm playing games. That's why I don't play PlayStation and Xbox.
I don't
I'm
know.
not supposed.
You remember that game Asteroids?
Yeah.
That game wasn't easy, man.
Yeah, but it was just one joystick. It was just one joystick and one button. Now you got X, square, triangle, 1, 2, 3, and no, we can't do all that there. That's too much.
Nah, you just had to have a little bit more patience.
Oh no, I don't have no patience.
Yeah, because actually, because Defender, you had a lot of buttons to play play Defender. Pac-Man was strange to me. I was like, one control, like that's it. It felt like that shit was going to be easy. It wasn't.
Pac-Man, you fuck around, get carpal tunnels doing that shit right now at our age.
Just saying, you know. Just saying. Being in the Chinese store, watching motherfuckers turn that shit around. You know what I mean?
Pac-Man is the precursor to masturbating. You had to screw it up that wrist. Well, go ahead, go play Pac-Man. What's your next out, son?
Look, Ninth Gate story says my cousin came home due to COVID and an overcrowding problem. Immediately started a PPP loan scam. Now this dude is locked up again for that shit. Awaiting trial, no bail due. No bail due to his long rap sheet. That's the shit I'm talking about.
Your cousin?
That's Ninth Street stories. Jason's cousin. That shit crazy.
Okay. Ninth Gate stories.
That shit crazy.
I like that, man. He need to put the Curtis Blow thing to it. Ninth Gate stories.
But yeah, man. It'd be the saddest thing. It'd be the saddest thing when motherfuckers can't stay out of jail. What you mean you can't stay out of jail? Yeah, they can't.
I've been in the sweat box. I've been at the box at the precinct, but I've never been upstate.
Yeah, well, hopefully you never ever see that.
No, that's not what happened.
I haven't even visited motherfucker upstate.
No, I can't do that. Matter of fact, I visit maybe 3 people that's been locked up.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, Defender was hard. Defender wasn't easy. It was fast as shit. It had a lot of buttons. You know, hyperspace and all that shit. That shit was hard. Defender was crazy.
Hyperspace.
Yeah, hyperspace. Yeah, Defender was crazy. That's what I saw. I thought Pac-Man was sweet like that. I was like, oh, one controller? Oh, this is about to be sweet. Nah, not necessarily.
When that shit got when that shit got quicker.
Yeah. And, you know, cats they developed a pattern for that joy. Like, when you got yourself a good Pac-Man pattern, it was over.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson and Duck Hunt. Mike Tyson game, that boxing game was dope. Glass Joe, that shit was dope. But yeah, man. But yeah, my cousin, I mean, he was coming home with a new bike. It seemed like every day, but it was at least twice a week. I'm like, another bike, and the next one was like mongooses and all that. I didn't know nothing about that. A damn mongoose bike, magged up.
Man, what did you say? What up?
Magged up. I'm talking about with the mag wheels.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, he doing all kinds of tricks on this shit. You know, riding on one wheel, the front wheel, having the back wheel spin up in the air, and he was nice. He was nice with it. Like, he was a pro. He just couldn't stay clean.
I'm still talking about he wanted to be a mid-level drug dealer. I never wanted to be little Nicky Barnes. No, he said, I never wanted to be little Nicky Barnes, Frank Lucas, or Guy Fisher. He just wanted a Hootie Doo Brown who wants the color of the car. Hey man, we all had dreams. I had a dream like that. I wanted to get in the game.
Listen,
I just want take much. Once you see one of your boys laying in that coffin.
Listen, I just wanted the drug money. I didn't want to. Like, selling drugs ain't as easy as motherfuckers make it sound. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do the drug work. I just wanted the drug money. I wanted drug benefits.
Just wanted the money.
I wanted all the drug benefits, none of the drug work. You know what I mean? I don't want to be trafficking out of state and out of, internationally and all of those. I don't want to do all that shit. I don't want to put my life in danger and be scared motherfuckers gonna rob me. You know what I mean? Or have to keep selling because
I wanted the relationship with the money, not with the drugs.
I wanted the money, the bitches, the gold, the cars, the houses. That's what I wanted. I wanted the access. No. Y'all sell drugs. I just get money.
They made us the shit. DMX, Beans, and Jay-Z had the song. Money, cash, hoes, money, cash, hoes. That's all I wanted.
I wanted to be able to plead.
Put drugs in there.
I wanted to tell the judge, no, judge, I didn't sell anything. I was just getting money. You ain't see me sell nothing.
Well, where would you get money from? Money.
I'm not sure. All I know is I ain't do shit.
Shit, I had, like I told you before, man, I had a boy. This was like a brother to me, man. This boy worked his ass off so much, man. He done had every Gucci sneak, every fucking damn car, every MB5 motorcycle, even up to the regular motorcycles, and he never sold a drug a day in his life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It is what it is. Shit.
But I mean,
youth of the day can't even.
What'd you say?
I said the youth of the day don't even have a paper route. We don't have any character building young professions anymore.
Yeah.
So you don't have any.
You really don't see this. There's no hustle and ambition out there no more for the kids like we was back in the day. You know what I mean? They get a group of them together, and the only thing they want to do is go rob people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You occasionally see the hustlers, the young boys, selling candy or during the summertime selling spring water. So you give them a couple extra dollars because they on their hustle. You know what I mean? I know this boy. He used to sit out in front of his apartment building selling sneakers.
Mm. I heard of a situation like that. You know what I mean?
I did. He had some banging ass sneaks too, boy. Great price.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do out here.
Hey.
But I
ain't cut no corners.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't cut no corners. And that's what I missed, man. I missed the snowstorm. Like these past snowstorms we had this winter, bro. If I wasn't going through my health issue right now with my knee, I would have been out there grinding, making some money, bro. Besides work, shit. And then again, you had people. I had like 5 or 6 people in Philly alone passed away trying to shovel snow.
Mm-hmm.
Around. You don't know. You don't make sure your ticker okay. You gotta get you gotta get a damn. You gotta go to get a damn. You gotta go to a doctor. appointment before you even shovel snow now.
Listen, man, we grew up in an era. We grew up in a time where it was cool to have a job. I mean, yeah, you could sell drugs if you wanted to, but it was cool to have a job, a good paying job. Wasn't nobody clowning nobody for that shit. Shit, you could work at the corner store if they would hire you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you had money coming in. You know.
Oh yeah, I forgot the neighborhood. The people. There was people from my old neighborhood. They used to have one of the owners. They owned the store, and they used to pay me or my brother or some of our friends. We used to just go to the house and get the food for the dog, and they used to give us $5. And he used to cook T-bone steaks for the dog. Well, every time you got a good report card, they give you $20. I mean, sure, I got a good report card. So I ain't even show my mama yet.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the days when the neighborhood people looked out for you.
Yeah, like I said, it was cool to have a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could get a job or you could create a job.
That's the part right there, to create the job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Shit, back in the day, I honestly did sell lemonade. You know what I mean? That's when that's that shit. Shit, I'm ready to do something now to be 50 playing Hustle Ambition outside on repeat. Mm-hmm. So I hustle.
All right, let's go back to the poll. We up to 66 votes now. All right, which of these crimes do you disagree should carry jail time? All right, so now child support is down to 39%. Still the overwhelming majority. All right, 23% says traffic tickets, license issues. 26% say solicitation of prostitution. Motherfuckers do not feel like tricking should be punishable by jail time. And 12% say running a speakeasy. Speakeasy needs more respect. Put the respect on the speakeasy name. Mm-hmm. You gotta put respect on my name.
After hours.
Is you finished or is you done? Put the respect on my name.
Put some respect, Golden. Did you ever hear Anthony Hamilton backup singer sing that song?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For real, but man, listen, bro. This is a great topic you had tonight, man. You have a great topic every night, but tonight this is a great topic.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it because we about to do these birthday shout outs and get the fuck out of here. Time.
Oh no, and I'm letting people know Pisces season's still here, baby.
Still here. Y'all got
here.
Y'all got like 2 more days left.
Don't worry about it. Gonna be 2 of the best days we can ever have in lifetime.
I agree.
Time to hand toes. Look, he said the best backup singers ever. All 3 of y'all. He said, Birdman, he say all 3 of y'all. He said all 3 of y'all.
All 3 of y'all. I know, right?
all 3 of y'all. I'm gonna have to listen to that song when I get off.
All 3 of y'all. Like this, put some respect on my name. You finished or is you done?
Could have came up here and acted food, but I just decided to hold back on all 3 of y'all. My God, bro. Dang. Oh, Birdman, hold up. All what? 3 of y'all.
3. Like this motherfucker Jamaican or some shit. Like, when we start saying that in this country? Oh, what are y'all? Oh, tree. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, we put that videotape in the time capsule, and the aliens see that shit, they'll be like, "What?" All
Oh
three of
my
y'all.
God. Yo, well, you know, I don't know if you know that. You know the Breakfast Club moved to Netflix?
Yeah, I heard, man. That's nothing. They went corporate, bro.
That's the dumbest move you could have possibly made. Yeah, I know Netflix giving you a check, but don't nobody want to watch that shit over there. Yeah, I mean, plus you don't have the comments and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
It's always our people that want to do something stupid, bro. It's the I don't know if you ever seen this boy. I know you gotta get ready to go. Boy named Corporate. He does on YouTube. He does a bunch of sketch shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he just was. Netflix wanted to sign him, and he was like, "No, he's not signing over to Netflix because Netflix number one didn't want to pay him right. Number two, that's his baby. You don't give your baby to nobody." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You don't do that. Especially you taking away the nostalgia of people commenting on it. And now with the Breakfast Club being on Netflix, now you're held accountable to things that people can't say now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People can if they say no, they can't say that, then you gotta listen to what Netflix say.
I just don't think that was a good move, but the move is made. So it is what it is. All right, let's do these birthday shout outs. Troy, I want to thank you for coming out, my man. I appreciate you as always.
All day, every day. And I just want to say I love everybody. I love Son, Jason, Tom, Carla, all three of y'all.
All three. All three of y'all.
All right, man. Much love, bro.
All right, man. I'll holler back. All right. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious March 17th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, Boobie S. Anderson. And she's raising money for Autism Speaks. And also Adoriel Glover, Lamar Lark, Yasmina Manigault, Tic Tac McIntyre, no relation, but what up, cuz? And also Margaret Collins, Jewel Wynn, Dawn Beckett Singh, Alexandra Grissom, Suzette Bramwell, Angela Driven Smith, Al B. White, Jacqueline Peoples, Tina Murray, Dino Love, Oliver Say, Cortez Jeffries, and last but not least, Herman C. Dorr. And can't forget my man that I spoke about at the top of the show, my man Vaughn, son of Queen Monica, avid supporter of the show and the movement. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious March 17th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get. I sung that all wrong because that's like the beginning of it. That's how I know I'm tired. You know, it was supposed to, Anyway, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, 1 a.m. in the morning, and a brand new day is dawning. Make sure y'all hit the like button before y'all get on out of here. You know what I mean? If you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel too. Be down with the movement. You'll be down with it every day. Yo, peace to each and every last one of y'all. I hope y'all enjoy listening to the show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. So I'm going to holler back. Y'all have a good night. Holla. Peace.